Rasher O'Reilly at Rasher's Rants. Hiya folks, how's YouTube today? I've just come up to the top of Cable Street. I meant to make this video earlier and for some reason I didn't hit record. Not very professional, I have to admit, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, so we're here at the top of Cable Street. I say we in the royal sense. And we're here at the top of Cable Street and we're looking at what looks like a gecko maybe. I don't know, but he seems to have smoke coming out of his nose, so I suspect he's ingested some sort of illicit substance, and he's got bubbles coming out of his arse. So this is a very unique experience. I wish I was on an LSD right now, but hey, that's next Monday. Anyway, so YouTube, here we are. Okay, here's the fella. Now, note the front, where he's got smoke coming out of his nose, look. Like he's ingesting. I think he's smoking toad venom, to be perfectly honest. That's what I'd be doing if I was a big, huge gecko resting on an SUV. Anyway, so let's have a look at this. But it's top of Cable Street, folks. Top of Cable Street. And it's really cool. You know, if you're out with the family, the kids will love this. Do you know what I mean? 'Tis the season and all. We're getting close to the old Yuletide and all that. So, you know, it's nice to see stuff like this. You know, he's got smoke coming out of his nose, bubbles coming out of his arse. It's fun for the whole family, you know. So there you have it, YouTube. For reasons unknown to me, because I don't do my research, I'm lazy, homeless, and couldn't give a shit, there's a huge gecko at the top of Cable Street. So there it is. What do we call him? Gary the Gecko? Why not? This is everybody, Gary, everybody. Gary the Gecko, right? So here we go. So this is it, folks. Top of Cable Street. I'm actually on my way to Brother Luke's to get fed. So there you are. Rasher O'Reilly at Rasher's Rants, everybody. Trying to keep things upbeat, up-tempo, fucking positive vibes, you know what I mean? Homeless, not hopeless, that's what we say around here. But yeah, there he is, Gary the Gecko. Smoke coming out of his nose, bubbles coming out of his arse. That's a man who knows what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? And on that subject, like, you know what I mean? It's not very often you see a gecko with smoke coming out of his nose and bubbles coming out of his arse. But there you go, there's proof that it does happen from time to time. It actually does happen. You know, here we have one of these tours. There's lots of these around Dublin. I think they're great because they're creating employment and it's giving the tourists something to do, you know, these little tours around the city. I think they're a great idea. But yeah, I'm power walking my way to Brother Luke's because it's roast chicken Thursday. You know what I mean? And I could do with some roast chicken and some gravy, a bit of comfort food, you know. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to do as many dinners as I can. I'm going up earlier than I usually do, so I can try and, like, me and a friend of mine called Michael, we used to play this game, and it's done in irony, obviously, because the dinners are free up here. But we would say, oh, if you eat 4 dinners, you get the 5th one free, and we would do so much walking back in the day, man. We would do so much walking. We would need that fuel. We would need 4 or 5 dinners. Do you know what I mean? And we would finish every bit of every one. And if there was any, like, side offers, like a bit of dessert or fucking a yogurt or, you know what I mean? We would have it all. We would have it all. You know, and it's like I always say, homeless, not hopeless. This is something that's so important to me. Because there's been so many times in life where I have lost hope. And life has made me question, is it all worth it? And without the support and love of the people around me and the system itself here in Ireland, which unfortunately of late does seem to be falling short of sufficiency. And I'm not a person in government or within the system, so I don't know why things are not working properly. I'm not in a position to give any finite answers about the lack of support that there now seems to be. And I don't have a personal political opinion because of my lack of knowledge on the finer points involved to make me be in a position to make an informed decision. All of that being said, being homeless in 2012 when it first happened to me, all the supports were there. I got stable accommodation immediately in terms of I had a single room hostel. Lived there for many years. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, David? Yeah, did you go to Luke's?
Yeah, I was.
What was the chicken? Oh, yeah, see you around. Yeah. Ah, sausages, good stuff. There you go. There's always an upside, folks. So we're getting roast chicken, and then we go back up for another dinner. We get sausages. Then we go back, we get chicken again. Then we go back, we get sausage, and we repeat this process. Lather, rinse, repeat until the fucking place closes. You know, we eat them out of the house to home. And that's one thing I love about my city. You know what I mean? You cannot starve in Dublin. You can't. It is physically impossible to starve to death in this town. There is so many options for food. So very many options for food. And homelessness, I've always said, it does suck. Where no matter where you are, it's always going to be an uphill struggle. However, if you're in Ireland, you know, the support, albeit lacking in a lot of ways lately, it is still there. The system is very strained. And we're going through a tumultuous, I always struggle with that word, tumultuous time of great change in humanity. Not just as Irish people on this little island in the western tip of Europe, but as a race, as a human race. You know what I mean? Because that's what we are. And all of this fascination people have with dividing us and separating us because of culture or you know, degree of melanoma in the skin, or fucking colour of our eyes, or the level of our competency or intelligence or skill. Do you know what I mean? Or geographical background, or religious or lack of religious affiliation. That is what's keeping us down. You know what I mean? That is what is keeping us down, because all of these unnecessary invisible borders are put up based on all of the things I just spoke of. And it leaves us at odds with each other for the better part of life. And sure, if you were living within a system where elites, irregardless of their vocations in life or their stations in life, when elites are calling the shots, what better way to enslave people and give them the illusion of freedom than to create division, to create hatred, to create unnecessary warfare between peoples who, because their grandparents said this is the way it is, it has to be. Now I'm just throwing ideas out there. I don't know shit at the end of the day. All right, brother. How are you, man? You good? Is the chicken good today? Yeah? All right. There we go. That's the happiest man in Dublin that we just walked by there. Out of respect, I didn't swing the camera around on him, just because I didn't have his permission, and I'm all about that. Do you know what I mean? Consent is a very important word in this life. But anyway, so I'm just arriving around the corner from Brother Luke's now. I'll do a quick scan shot of the street to make sure I don't get anyone's faces. There we go. Because again, permission. Anyway, so I'm just arriving at Brother Luke's. Gonna have me a plate of roast chicken, and I'm gonna go for the sausage plate, and I'm gonna go back up, have another roast chicken, and I'm gonna have another sausage plate, and another roast chicken. Lather, rinse, repeat. 3 o'clock, get out, you fat bastard. And that'll be that. Like I said, you can't starve in Dublin, folks. So positive vibes from Rachel O'Reilly to everybody out there, homeless, not hopeless. And we're all very excited in December for the arrival of Mr. Gregory Warnick, father of our dear departed brother Alexander Warnick. And we're very much looking forward to him coming to Dublin and showing him around the city, the sights, the sounds, the places, the people. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be awesome. So have a good day, YouTube, and remember, you are worth it.